G'day cocktail lovers. This is a cocktail containing a whole fresh egg, otherwise known as a flip. The recipe that inspired me to do this was called Fly Me the Flip to France. And I love silly cocktail names. It was called that. There was a French aromatized wine was a central element. And I thought, I'm going to use Australian content. And so this is actually Fly Me the Flip to Australia. For the aromatized wine element, I'm actually using a homemade wine Mrs. Angry made. I've had this in another video. This is a strong wine made with lemon verbena and some other herbs and flavorings. This is somewhere between an aromatized wine and a fortified wine. It's, again, taste-wise is kind of between sherry and port. It's really good. And when I looked at the original one, which was aromatized wine called beer, I think you pronounce it beer, this seemed like a good approximation, so that's what I went with. It also calls for a gin and a bittersweet aperitivo. So I'm using a local gin from Brogan's Way. They call this their Evening Light Gin. And this is also a locally made aperitivo. Anyone who knows me knows I like Campari is too bitter for me, even in small doses. Aperol's fine as far as I'm concerned. This is kind of on par with Aperol, and I like supporting local, so these are in there. I haven't made a flip for a little while, and there's always a little trepidation. Ooh, a cocktail with a whole egg. It's kind of getting into custom territory, but people who are worried about safety, like really, the alcohol virtually cooks the egg. You're fine. Now, with avian flu here and in other parts of the world, eggs can be hard to find, but you know what? Just for you, I'm going the extra mile. Whole egg in here. Let me give it a taste. That's really nice. Ooh. It's like a nice bright version of an eggnog. I'll show you how to make it. In a shaker, put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of an aromatized wine, then 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of a gin, and then 22.5 mils, 3/4 of an ounce of a bitter red aperitivo, then a bar spoon or around 5 mils of a fruit flavored sugar syrup, and of course, rounding things out, it's a flip, we're putting in 1 whole egg. At iced shaker, shake that good and hard for at least 20 seconds because you want that egg fully integrated in this drink. And I'm straining that into a chilled coupe. In my mind, a whole egg was going to make a cocktail really heavy, but it doesn't. This is really light and bright. Like I said, it's like a quite light version of an eggnog. If the idea of a whole egg is a little bit, I don't know, you should definitely try it. Flips have been around for hundreds of years. Probably only a few people have died from them. I'm pretty sure I'm going to be fine. I'm pretty sure you will be too. I do want you to look after yourself too. So, you know, if you're at all worried about the whole raw egg thing, then err on the side of caution, quite honestly, because I do want you to look after yourself, because I want to see you come back, see what cocktails I make next, because I'm always making something new, and I want to see you coming back here and checking it out. Until I do see you again, I'll say cheers.